Hi, it's Chris at Cork and Crown. Last night in Devon, had a very nice time. Very nice time indeed. We're looking at booking again. I'm coming back quite soon. I'll be away again in a couple of weeks in Norfolk. So we're going to look for some East Coast ciders while we're there. I haven't had any East Coast ciders that have really blown me away ever, but I'm still want to find some. So that's the aim then. The aim here has been trying to find some Devon cider that would blow me away. Haven't found it yet. Haven't managed to find it. Or have I? Because we went into, there's like a really great butcher's shop not far from here. I went to get some goods, and my wife went into the shop to buy the stuff because I stayed in the car with the kids because you can't have groups in because of COVID and stuff. And she came out and she pulled something out of the bag. She said, "I found this," and there it is. That's what she found for me in the butcher's shop. How about that? So she found me a very local cider. This is like a couple of miles away, just in a suburb, a village outside of Kingsbridge. It's called Lord Grimpstonleigh. These guys, a guy called Kevin, I believe, is a cider maker. Been making cider for about 15 years. It's all local apples, all traditional cider apples. Things like Slackmagirdle, which I've heard of, which is a crazy name. Pig's Nose, which I'd never heard of. Pendragon, which I think I might have heard of. I suspect is probably Welsh. But yeah, lots of different varieties. Hand washed, hand pressed, wild fermentation. It says every bottling is a different colour because it depends on the vintage and what they're blending, which is kind of cool. Ticks every single box. And it took until the last day to find it. It's not super cheap, but hey, so what? It's a small production, handmade product. It shouldn't be cheap. If it was cheap, we'd have to be suspicious as to how it could be cheap. But anyway, this is what we're going to try today. So let's hope that Devon delivers, because I came in with very high hopes that I'd find something. I mean, it's not a place I think of immediately when I think of cider. Dorset, Somerset, so slightly further east. Dorset, Somerset, Gloucestershire, Worcestershire, Herefordshire are the classics. So screw cap, that's nice. Let's unscrew it. So I assume it's going to be still, and it is still. This is real traditional stuff then. Real traditional stuff. It's bottled on the farm as well. So yeah, I'm not doing any CO2, no bottle conditioning, nothing. I don't even know if it's back sweetened. For the ingredients, it says cider apples. It doesn't say sulfites, doesn't say anything else. So this is going to be completely as is. Nature would have intended, one assumes, which is brilliant. So let's pour it out, see what we think, into my tasting milk jug, which I'm going to miss. I'm not going to nick it. I thought about it, but that would be rude. And hopefully it'd be nice to come back here again. So let's have a look at it. So colour-wise, let's have a look. So quite a nice deep gold. Maybe the merest hint of amber in that. Merest hint. Subtle. But yeah, deep gold colour. Unfiltered. It's not, I can see my fingers through it, but that's definitely hazy. This is definitely unfiltered cider. Yeah, and still, so no mousse, no bubbles, nothing to talk about with regards to that. Let's sniff it, shall we? And it smells very much of apples. Ripe, red, aged apples. Yep, not baked. Not baked like they've been left to sit for quite a while in a shed. You've gone in, you've cut one open, you stuck your face in it. And this is what you're getting. It's almost like a honeyed character, like an autumnal character. It's apple, but it makes me think honey, autumn, that kind of thing. And it's clean as well. So wild yeast, but one assumes they are aging in steel. It does say that they do a vintage one that they put in oak for a year, which is called Reaper or something, which I'd love to try and get hold of. I don't know where I can get hold of it, but yeah, it'd be great if I could. In the description it says it comes out looking a bit like Madeira, so it's really spent some time in the cask and has aged like Madeira does, or maybe sherry even, where you get this oxidization, this deep colour. Well, I'm going to suggest this is aged in steel or plastic, possibly not. Could be not. Could be an old oak, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm guessing. So let's try it. Cheers. Okay. Solid tannins, soft tannins, so stringency on the teeth. I say that all the time, don't I? But you don't always get it. Solid acidity, solid minerality, solid apple flavour. I want to say like rich red apple with a bit of spiciness to it. It's a bit of spice. I want to say like maybe vanilla or something. But also there's like a cooking apple, kind of baked cooking apple acidity to it. So cooking apple, but it's been baked, so you're starting to get the sweetness developing in it. It's got that kind of character. It's pretty much bone dry. There might be the merest hint of sugar left in it, a merest hint, but barely. It's 6%, so that's a solid sort of alcohol percentage for something that's been left to ferment. Been left to ferment, at least get on with it. Eat the sugar, see what you get. 6% plus is normal. I'll try a bit more. I'm actually getting a hint more funkiness on the nose now. Just a hint. Yeah, just a little bit. A little bit tartness on the nose is what I didn't get before. This is certainly a bit more comfortable. Very, very minute amount of sulphur. Tiny bit. Don't mind that though. A little bit of funk, but pretty clean. Yeah, but there is like an intensity to it. Like it's been concentrated, baked. But it doesn't, it's not tartar style, just like a straight baked apple. Like you take an apple, baked it, and that's what you got. And no pastry, nothing else. That is solid. That is solid. Best thing I've had here. Best thing I've had here. It's not blowing me away, but it's certainly very nice. I will very happily drink this, and there's much more in the ballpark of the stuff that I like to drink. Very much more. It's got the tannin, it's got complexity, it's refreshing, and that's important. It's the merest hint of sugar, just the merest hint, and I like a little bit of sugar. Bone dry doesn't necessarily suit my palate. I'm a bit of a sugar freak. But by most people's standards, this is a dry cider. Not getting around it. Good acidity, good tannins, minerality, lots of things happening. Still tasting it, still enjoying it. It's lingering on my palate. It's leaving a kind of like a green malic element on my palate. I like it. Cool. Well, that's good, isn't it? We've got to try something good from Devon. Thank you, Lord Grimpstonleigh, for giving me something good to drink. Okay, guys. I'm going to stop at Borough Hill on the way back to London tomorrow to get some more stuff to sell and also to drink. And so the next time you see me, I will probably be in my shed talking about cider and other products. Okay, well, thank you for joining me on tour in Devon. I hope you got something from it. And until the next time, thanks for joining me and cheers.